Maybe all of this is a scam. Maybe everyone is lying. Maybe there are no real traders. I did everything. What can I do more? There were times that I thought about giving up. Like, they're just making money out of YouTube videos probably. At that time, yeah, I start to lose hope again. I had like the click, okay, I'm not profitable. I am not trading full time. I'm none of that, okay? I'm still a beginner. Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Sophia. I am 27 years old. I am a trader. At least I'm trying to become a trader. And I have been on this journey for around 3 years now. 3 years-ish. And yeah, today I want to talk to you a bit about my journey, like how I was introduced to trading, and yeah, what I've been doing, and why I decided to make this channel especially. So yeah, this video is going to be a bit long, so I want to warn you, and probably want to grab a coffee or tea or watch this video while you're having a meal. I have like a list here on my phone. Okay, so if I look down, it's because I'm looking to the list. I don't want to forget about anything that I want to cover in this video. So yeah. Another thing, I am from Portugal. I'm Portuguese and my English is not good at all. Okay, so please bear with me. I know I'm gonna say something stupid or wrong, so yeah, sorry guys. I'm so sorry, I'm trying my best. This is gonna be a video about my journey until today, my 3-year journey, yeah, from the beginning, or maybe even before that, like since the first time I've ever heard about trading. It was 10 years ago probably, until today. Yeah, so first time I heard about trading, it was probably like, yeah, 2016. I was still in high school. And first time I heard about it, it was like that pyramid scheme kind of thing, situation, like signals and things like that. So I heard about it and people told me about it and I was like, okay, you can make money out of it, but like, I don't trust it. So I never did anything about it, but it was the first time I've ever like heard about it. So yeah. Also, one of the things my mom always told me is to protect my capital and to not put money out there, like just save money like as much as possible. I didn't even have a bank account, so I just had physical money, so there was no possible way for me to do that also. But yeah, even if it was, yeah, I would not be interested in that. So yeah, I just said, nah, that's not for me. You won't get me, okay? You won't get me. Now, when I actually started to be interested in trading, probably around like 3 years ago, yeah, around 2002. Yeah, one day I was browsing on YouTube and I saw a video. I don't remember the name of the YouTuber that was recording the video. I know that the video was with another guy named Matt. Yeah, so it was a noob trader versus like a professional trader type of video. And that was like my biggest introduction to what trading actually is, because I knew already about trading because like crypto and things like that. I already had crypto at the time, I think, but it's like a long-term investment. I just wanted to experiment with that, but I don't consider that trading. I just put the money there and yeah, let it roll and see what happens. I'm not actually buying and selling positions, so yeah, I don't consider that trading. So yeah, I saw this video and I was like very interested. But one particular thing that made me get like super interested, and like I had a click, okay, that like my life changed that day. I saw a comment, like a particular comment. I won't forget about this comment, okay, because I had like the click, okay. So yeah, the comment said, "This is the perfect job for an introvert," and I was like, oh my god, yeah, this is the perfect job for an introvert. Wow, okay, I want to know more about this thing. And then I started like watching a bunch of videos and I made a decision that day. I made a decision, okay, I want to make this. I want to make this. And the thing that really also made me get very interested in it was because I could scale my income. It was like limitless, okay? I can earn whatever I want forever. I can keep scaling that thing up forever. That's crazy. Also, I wanted to be able to have time. I knew I would have time freedom, and for me that is very, very, very important. And I am someone that has a lot of passions, okay? I like to do a lot of things. I like music, I like drawing, I like painting, I like photography, I like videography. So this is something I like, I really do. And there's no way I could do everything I want with a 9 to 5. That would be pretty much impossible. So when I make the decision to actually start trading and start learning how to do it, I made a plan, okay? And I was trying my best to stick to that plan, but I am someone who is not disciplined. I've never been disciplined. I've never had someone or something I had to do. For example, people usually in school, while they're in school, they have like sports or anything like that, some kind of hobby. I've never had that. And even in school, I was not the person who was gonna study or anything, okay? I didn't care about school at all. So I never had discipline in my life. So I struggled a lot since the beginning with that. I mean, one thing that happens to me a lot is when I have like this burst of like motivation, like I get super excited and I started to do things like for hours. I do it for hours until I don't, until I stop. And that's a big problem of mine. And it happened a lot throughout this journey. It's something I still struggle with, and I'm trying to don't act upon that motivation, or it's not don't act upon the motivation, is that don't depend, try not to depend on the motivation to actually do the work. Just do it, okay? Yeah. And when I decided to start trading, I made a plan, okay? And yeah, one of the things on my plan was, I'm gonna read from my phone, okay, because I don't want to forget anything. But the plan was basically this: I need to find a job because I wasn't employed at the time. I had recently moved and I didn't have a job. So yeah, I had to find a job, and I knew I need to do that because one thing you hear since the beginning is if you want to trade, you need money to fund your trading, right? So you need to have a job, obviously. So first thing on my plan was to find a job, okay, to fund my trading. Then to define a strategy, okay, I knew I needed to define a strategy. So I started learning on YouTube, just watching videos, a bunch of things, yeah. Then I said, okay, I need to backtest, and while I'm backtesting, I want to get to 65% win rate. So that was my goal. And then after that, I would perfect my edge. That's what I wrote on my little whiteboard. Perfect my edge. Then forecast, paper trade, and journal. Get consistent while live trading. Then start an actual live account with real money. 250 euros, that's what I wrote here. I think it's not enough. But yeah, that was my plan at the time. Then become profitable and make 10% in 30 days because I wanted to be able to pass the challenge. And at the time, we had only 30 days to pass the challenge. At least with FTMO, I don't know about other platforms. Yeah, you had 30 days to reach 10% of your account. Yeah. Then after that, I wanted to get an FTMO and pass the challenge, and then use profits to fund more accounts and diversify my portfolio. That was my plan. Safe to say I didn't do anything of that, or not that I didn't do anything. I was stuck on the backtesting. I am still stuck on the backtesting thing until today, okay? I've never, like, I live trade with a demo account, okay, but I was not consistent with that. I would like trade one day and then skip 2 weeks and then trade another day. I don't know what I was doing because I didn't feel confident because my backtesting results were not the 65% that I set as a goal. So I was like, okay, I'm not ready to go to my next goal. Yeah, and then I started feeling pretty lost. I cried a lot. And there were times that I thought about giving up. I even thought about like changing what I wanted to do completely. I wanted to code like in one random day, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I like coding a lot. Yeah, I might code. And then I spent like, I think it was like 3 days or like a week, 5 days, something like that, learning how to code, okay? I actually did some classes on coding. I didn't pay for it. It was like free classes, but like, and then I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I want to trade. I like this a lot. Like looking at a chart and be able, like, having this skill, it feels like a superpower. When I see other people with this skill, it's like they have a superpower and I want to have this superpower too, okay? But yeah, that's what I went through that phase, and it was not long ago, okay? It was a few months ago. Yeah, that felt like a breath of fresh air. Like, then you think, okay, I'm gonna change things, I'm gonna start coding, but then I was like, wait, I gotta wake up. What am I doing? Yeah, no. So yeah, that happened. Yeah, while I was trying to learn and while all these things happened, yeah, before I reached that point, I went through highs and lows like all the time. I jumped strategy to strategy, all those things that beginner traders do. I did, even though I knew that I shouldn't do those things, and I tried to avoid those things, you know? But it's like, this is way harder than it looks. You might think you got everything figured out, but if you are not someone who is disciplined from the beginning, and if you have like other obstacles like in your personality, I don't know, this is way harder than it looks, okay? It is very difficult. I didn't think I was gonna do all these mistakes, okay? Because I knew they would happen, or they existed from the beginning. I didn't think I would do them, but yeah, it's way harder than it looks. So yeah, I started learning on YouTube. So that's the first thing I started doing when I started this journey, when I made the decision. And I said to myself, I didn't want to pay for a course. So what I did is I went on YouTube and I watched all these videos on support and resistance, supply and demand, blah, blah, blah. You already know the pretty basics. I watched it all and I was pretty excited at the beginning, but very quickly I started to go on their rabbit hole of like, what is the best strategy? And I knew all strategies pretty much, they work. I just need to stick to one. But I would just go and backtest and it would not work. And I was like, okay, why is this not working? Okay, maybe it doesn't work for me. That was my thought, because I knew all of them would work, but I know some of them work better for you and others don't. So I said, okay, I need to try a bunch of them. But anything, like nothing was working. Nothing was working. Another thing with trading is that you need to have multiple confluences. The more confluences you get, probably you're gonna have a bigger win rate. And I wanted to have a big win rate. I wanted to have very few losses. I wanted to be the best. That's another problem with me. I always want to be the best. I set creating impossible goals to myself, and that doesn't help me at all. So yeah, that's another big problem. Sorry guys, but my SD card got full. I hope I'm still in focus and I'm still on frame. I'm watching through the viewfinder, but I'm not sure because the viewfinder is very small. Continuing with the video, but yeah, I started to go through one strategy to another strategy to another strategy, and I was starting to lose hope. That happened a lot throughout my journey. I lost hope and then I got back, and again, that huge motivation that helped me start to do something, but then I couldn't keep with it. It was like a cycle, basically. It was like a cycle, endless cycle, and until you shift like your mind, until you shift your thoughts, you're just gonna keep going until you either have a breakthrough or you give up, basically. And I don't want to be one of those people. I don't want to give up. So yeah, this channel again is a way to help me go through it, you know. I really want to do this. I really want to be a trader, and it makes me so happy just to view myself like this way in the future. And yeah, there was a time then I decided, okay, I'm going to pay for a course, because there was like this YouTuber, I watch his videos and I'm a subscriber, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pay for a course, and I paid for the course. Now the thing with that course was that it was not beginner friendly. At least I don't think it was, and it was very confusing. At that time, yeah, I start to lose hope again. And I was like, okay, I don't know what to do more, because I already paid for the course. I try to do things alone. I did everything. What can I do more? Like, there's nothing I can do. Maybe all of this is a scam. maybe everyone is lying. Maybe there are no real traders online or anywhere. Maybe all of this, like, they're just making money out of YouTube videos probably. Now, when I made the decision after all of this and after the coding situation, the coding situation was after that, okay? It was a few months ago. This course that I paid for, I think it was one and a half years ago. Yeah, that happened, everything, yeah. And then I decided to pay for another course. That's what I'm going to talk about right now. Currently, I am on a course, and I decided to go with this course because I have watched this YouTuber. He has a lot of videos online, and they are amazing videos, huge quality. Even for someone that don't know anything about trading, I think his videos are amazing. And I was like, okay, I think I trust him. And a lot of the videos that I've watched, I already knew about these things, but it made me actually understand the concepts that it was teaching. And I said, okay, if what is teaching in a course is the same as what it is teaching on YouTube, then I think I want to buy the course because, I mean, it's amazing. And it's already things that I'm quite comfortable with. I'm not completely new to any of these things. Yeah, and I think I really want to do that. So I just purchased the course. I'm almost at the end of the course. And I'm enjoying the course a lot, but I know there's still a lot of work to do, and I'm gonna stick to it. And I want to show you guys everything, so yeah. Now, one thing I had to do when I decided to go to this course was forgetting everything I thought I already knew, you know? When it's been 3 years that you are on this journey, you think you know a lot of things. And I probably know a lot of things, more than someone who learned about trading yesterday, obviously. But some things, maybe some of these things don't align with the strategy that I'm learning right now. I think I should get a step back, you know, and see things through a different lens. And yeah, that's something I try to do since the beginning of this course. I'm trying to forget everything and learning everything from the beginning. It's very hard because when you don't know nothing, you don't know nothing. You just start learning, and yeah, when you have patterns and habits, you need to break those. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing this course, and I think I'm doing very good. I'm very proud of myself because I'm sticking to it. And yeah, now while I was doing the course, I mean, even before that, I thought a lot about, like, I watch a lot of YouTubers related to trading, and I thought about being part of it, you know? I thought about it before. But while I was on this course, I was like, okay, maybe this would really help me, you know? Maybe it will help me to hold myself accountable, because that's something that is hard for me, you know? And maybe I should go for it. It will obviously, I will be uncomfortable in the beginning, that's obvious. But I think it will have more benefits, you know, for me and for some of you guys that are new to trading. And even if you're not new, you are going to watch this as like entertainment, I think. If you're not new to trading, if you are already profitable, I think it's always good. It makes us feel good to see someone succeed and the progress of someone, you know. I like to watch those types of videos. And I follow a lot of YouTubers, and I have seen they going through, like, quitting their full-time jobs and doing this full-time and travel and everything. It's so exciting. And I want you guys to see that part of me, you know. I think it's interesting. And even for me to look back a few years from now, I don't know. I think it's funny. And I am a creative person, so I've been missing that part of me a lot. And I love to not only record, like being in front of the camera for me, it's very uncomfortable, but I like to take pictures, like take photos. I like to record videos, like of other people, for example. And I like to edit a lot. I love editing videos. Yeah, and I thought maybe this is like the best of both worlds. Maybe this is the best of both worlds, and like I can combine it and yeah, maybe that's it. Also, I think YouTube will help me to feel or try to learn to feel more comfortable failing. I'm very perfectionist. When I fail, it is very, very, very hard for me. And to be able to be this vulnerable with other people online, people that I don't know, I think it will help me to understand that I am not perfect and I will fail. And if I want to succeed in this journey, if I want to succeed in this or anything basically in my life, I will need to fail. It's something very hard for me. I need to remind myself of that constantly, but yeah, YouTube might help me go through this, and I hope you guys can help me too. And yeah, I hope I can build like a community here. Like, that would be amazing. And other thing is, why would I keep everything to myself while I can help other people also going through this journey? Because some of you probably are new to trading too, and it's very different to see someone who already got everything figured out. Like, I'm already profitable, I'm just showing you all the things that I do, all my free time, all the money I have. Or even if they don't show you the money, you can see they have things. You know you don't have that. Like, and some of these people, they don't show you like the beginning of everything. And I want to be that person. I want to show you the beginning of everything. I'm not wrapping up the video yet, so I want to talk to you about what you can expect from my channel. I think I'm going to use like this YouTube channel as my digital journal, you know? I might share my thoughts with you related to trading, related to life, to other areas of my life, because the way you do one thing is the way you do everything, basically. So yeah, I need to be consistent with other things in my life in order to be consistent with trading, and I want to show you that. I'm gonna make quite a lot of videos on psychology because I think that's very important. I want to share with you my wins and losses, maybe even go through my charts and like do my analysis with you guys so you can see what I'm thinking. Eventually, I also want to do vlogs here on the channel, so yeah, you can also count on that. And yeah, so yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up the video here, guys. This is very long already, so yeah, if you stick until the end, thank you so much. I hope you look forward to watch my new videos and subscribe, give it a like. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys.